My adoring fans await.
Off we go, agents.
The wind on my skin will feel nice.
Agents of Mayhem marks a new direction for the creators behind Saints Row. Instead of yet another Saints Row game, British Studios have delivered something different, something new and fresh. While this is not a new Saints Row game, it does feel like a spiritual successor and is oozing with the same level of humor and personality that we'd expect from the Saints Row series.
Legion. Loyalty to Legion is not only encouraged, it is required.
I loved Agents of Mayhem. I felt like it was a fantastic experience from start to end. Although the combat does get a bit tedious, I do feel like I was watching an episode of an adult-themed animated Avengers. The Agents of Mayhem go up against the forces of evil known as the Legion. This group of baddies will stop at nothing to execute their nasty plans. The Agents vs Legion felt like a classic hero versus villain mix-up, and I could not put the game down as I just wanted to discover just how far the Legion would go to execute their evil plans. There are 12 agents in total in the game, and each of them is as fun to play as the last as you battle the minions of Legion. Each agent has a different set of skills and abilities that makes them stand out from others in the game. But it was the unique personalities of each of them that made them stand out the most. I loved every single character in the game, and each of them, as shadows they come across, has their own backstory and unique set of missions that are related to their past and just why and how they ended up with the Agents of Mayhem. Hollywood, the most handsome of all, used to be a superstar until he botched up a stunt and it ruined his career. Now his pretty face is Mayhem's face, and he is the spokesperson of the organization. Rama, a lady from India, is trying to discover the root of the plague that has gripped her country. She believes that Legion was the cause for it, and she's joined the Agents of Mayhem to try and find exactly how it started. But the agent's past is not the end of the discovery, as in the game, you experience more about them, and the sheer amount of love and dialogue put into each character made me turn up the volume, close my laptop from watching Rick and Morty, leave the chat party I was in, and actually pay attention to what exactly the characters were on about. Their one-liners and cheesy remarks were hilarious and had me in stitches throughout the experience. Rama's quest to find the cure for the plague that has gripped her hometown has her acting like a complete bitch towards everybody else in the game. Yet his cliched Russian accent is a joy to listen to as he tries to fit into the world around him. And of course, Hollywood, my favorite if you have not guessed, is just as arrogant as you could imagine. And he proves that he's got no brain, but I love him for that. Besides the unique personalities of each agent, their abilities also offer different ways to play the game. While most of them revolve around the same point and shoot, their gun's accuracy and overall movement of each character depend on who you're playing as. Rama has a bow that deals a large amount of damage when you hold down the trigger and let go, and yet his gun freezes over time, which then you have to perform a melee attack to break the ice on the gun. Every new agent managed to deliver an exciting combat approach to the game, and with the unique skills, this made the gunplay even more intense. Each agent has a basic skill and a Mayhem ability which acts as the ultimate attack and can only be used after it's built up by killing things, or picking up an emblem that falls around in battle. These skills range from Hollywood's thrust grenade ability to Rama being able to shoot an explosive arrow and detonate it. Then we have the Mayhem ability, which is honestly a hit and miss for most agents. Some of these ultimate attacks are great, while others feel a bit unutilized. Hollywood's Mayhem ability, for example, sees him slow down time and deal high damage to enemies around him, but it almost feels like there could have been more exciting ways to use his ability. Yet he freezes enemies around him and turns them to ice. This lets you go and melee them or just shoot them simply once and they break apart. Rama poisons an enemy and it explodes in a green cloud of gas, damaging everybody around her. Some of these abilities are cool to use, but some just fell flat for me. At times I never really used the ability when it was ready, rather I made use of the secondary skill and the gun or weapon at hand. Abilities can also be modified by collecting new gadgets in the game. These change the ability effect and sometimes even damage of the skill. They provide exciting ways to customize each agent to your playstyle, and after a while I had my dream team at hand to enter new missions with. Agent Fortune, for example, threw a grenade that dealt standard damage, but after I equipped a new gadget to the grenade, it now slowed down enemies in an area around her and gave her haste when she entered it. This let me run around quickly inside this huge dome that made me faster and the enemies slower and kill them more quickly. These gadgets are just another way Agents of Mayhem makes each agent you feel unique and also customizable to the way you want to play them. While the gadgets are not a tremendous change, they still offer a refreshing change if you are getting bored of each agent. It is a combat in the game that is the star of the show. It is exhilarating as you run around, triple jump, dash left and right, and utilize every skill, weapon and main ability to defeat the enemies ahead. The only issue I had is there is not much more to do other than that. Missions all revolve around the same mechanics: shoot and kill enemies, hack a computer and run away. There is simply one layer to the missions, and don't expect anything else here. Still, with the combat being so awesome due to the sheer amount of agents and their abilities, I enjoyed myself and the fast-paced approach. Enemies at least offer a variety in the game as they have different difficulties and tiers which challenge you as a player. Brutes have a shield that while any agent can take them down, it's faster to choose an agent with a shield piercing buff. Each agent does have a specific advantage to certain enemies, which makes matching them to a specific mission all the more fun. Agents of Mayhem is set in an open world of Seoul. Unfortunately, the city, while being expansive and looking pretty awesome futuristic-like, has nothing much going for it. Sure, there are boxes to open and a few side missions that let you run around time gates and improve your platforming, but the city just feels overall dead. While I was not on a main mission, I was clearing an outpost of Legion to upgrade my agency rank, or saving a civilian from a bomb. Then we have the agency headquarters known as the Ark, which acts as the hub of all things Agents of Mayhem. It is here where you build the new weapons to take with you, undergo timed excursions to reward you with materials to build these weapons, or just take on the training rooms challenges that put your skills to the test. The Ark for me was basically an excuse to go back in order to change my agents to another 3. I found that the offerings inside simply made no impact, and that forced me to go back after every main mission. Agents of Mayhem is a fantastic action adventure that sometimes falls short due to its tedious combat. However, its stellar cast of characters and its fast-paced combat was a great experience in short bursts. It could have done with another layer of paint, but it does succeed in telling a great story and forcing you to love 12 unique personalities and their fantastic variations in combat and movement.